Now, what is grounding or earthing? Now, earthing is actually where, like you stand on the ground or the beach. That is earthing. But if you connect yourself through a grounding equipment to the ground, now that is called grounding, right? Now, what are the immediate effects of grounding? Either earthing or grounding, both are the same. The brain waves change to alpha waves from beta waves, which is where it is associated with stress. It becomes the calming alpha waves. And also so associated with this, the stress hormone reduction in cortisol, and also the vagus nerve vagal tone increases. That is, the parasympathetic mode comes into play. That is rest and digest mode. Because with the stress, you get the sympathetic mode where fight or flight mode now becomes rest and digest mode. Then also the heart rate variability increases, which is very healthy for the heart, and also thinning of the blood, which again is very, I will talk about that. Immediately, almost within a half an hour or so, there's thinning of blood. And also the blood becomes alkaline. Now, is the beach our pharmacy? Of course, you have to walk barefoot, because there should be that direct contact of the feet, the soles of the feet with the beach. Now, I have evidence from my case studies. A 64-year-old female, of course she is living in Canada, she had fibromyalgia for 40 years. That means she was having body aches and pains, not responding to any treatment. Then also she didn't have proper sleep for that time. Then when she took the COVID booster, she had a facial eczema on the face, on either side of the face, for 1 year, 10 months. And then after seeing my video, she started walking on the beach barefooted, and her body aches and pains, which were there for about 40 years, disappeared, and also now she could sleep. And the facial eczematic rash, which was there for 1 year, 10 months, vanished. Then a sister, 53-year-old female, sister, she had been having diabetes for 15 years, and she was on insulin 30 units twice a day. After walking, actually they couldn't walk on the beach because that's a small area. They used to just keep their feet on the beach and wait. And after about a week, her insulin requirements dropped, and after about 2 weeks, she managed to stop insulin completely and be only on oral hypoglycemic drug. Then also during this time, she used to get a very good night's sleep, which was not the case earlier. And also her waist, also there was a decrease in the waist size. Then there was another sister, 75-year-old sister. She had an eczematous rash, both legs below knees, for 3 years. And also after 2 weeks of grounding by going to beach, it was resolved. Then another sister, 75-year-old sister, had breathing problems for a long period of time, and she was taking treatment. But after 2 weeks of grounding, that was resolved. Then there were 2 others also who went with these 3 sisters, 40-year-old female and a 35-year-old female. They didn't have any health problems, but they said that their sleep, they got much better sleep after going to the beach. Then also now, I have found that without even getting a grounding equipment or going to the beach, you can just do it in your own home garden. That is, actually you go outside your house, and there should be soil there, earth. You loosen the earth and you keep a chair and sit and wait and add some salt water to the area where you keep your feet and press hard on the soil and wait for about 45 to 1 hour. And all the benefits of grounding they used to get by doing this also. So that is a very simple thing to do, but of course you should do when there are no mosquitoes. And also, even if there is some sunlight, it is very useful because the sunlight will help you to get enough vitamin D, and also in the skin there is nitric oxide production when the skin is exposed to sunlight, which is very healthy for the blood circulation and your heart. With grounding, you change from the beta. Actually, beta waves are emanate from your brain when you are excited, when a fight or flight situation, and it becomes the calming alpha waves moment you ground yourself. There's a female, 50-year-old female. She told me, "Sir, your video was a turning point in my life." After seeing my video, and they made their grounding equipment and started grounding. Why? Because I also overcame my premenopausal pain, which I had for a long period of time. Neck pain, right hand, finger joint pain, and sciatica. I used to get up around 2 a.m. with abdominal colics if I had bread or anything made from wheat flour for dinner. Then also I had constipation for 6 months. All these problems disappeared within few days of grounding. Then she also says, my 23-year-old daughter suffered from period pains for 5 years. She felt faintish, had nausea and vomiting, which lasted for 3 days during the time of the periods. During this time, she was actually bedridden. Now, she also started grounding, and after the first month after the grounding, her period pains were very much less, and second month onwards, there was complete recovery from period pain. Then she says, my husband, 53-year-old Jen, was suffering from right shoulder pain after COVID vaccine taken in 2021. Now, after grounding in September 2025, the shoulder pain is no more. He also overcame the wheezing he had for almost 30 years after practicing grounding. So this is amazing because this happened. So that's why she said that it was a turning point in my life after seeing your video on grounding.